You gotta get two.
That tune is by DJ Real. Welcome to Blabbermouth. I'm Red Scott.
I'm Phil Griffiths. Thank you for watching Blabbermouth, where comics play games, talk shit, and go home with absolutely no prizes. We've got another fun one, Red. Are you excited for this one?
Oh, I'm very stoked for this one. I'm also stoked to see which way you're going to look after
I never know.
Every gesture. Yeah, we already got people popping off in the chat. Welcome, Queen of Blaze, relevant expert here. Blabbermouth game. Is this your first time watching, BG? Glad to have you. I'm trying to see who else we got. Interruption show. Oh, that's one of the guests.
Wedhead is here. Hi, Mom.
Good Wedhead, yeah. Give it up for Phil's mom, also a VIP. We said Phil's mom, she crosses the line. And of course, everybody, it is Phil's 103rd birthday. Congratulations to Phil. Incredible. Nobody thought he would make it this far, especially and including Phil. Not the way, somebody said in the chat, everyone after 90 is a gift. Well, not the way Phil's lived. This is just prolonging the inevitable. It's terrible.
Luckily, I spend my days with you now, so it makes them even longer.
Size 23 more. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us. I think you've been here before. Yes, size 23. Yeah. All right. I'm not waiting for the response on that. That seems like enough chatting. You feel acknowledged, chat? Yes, you do. Do you have any small talk before we get into it, Phil?
Yeah, we named our turkey. We got the Mitch McGobble.
Oh, yeah, we got the Mitch McGobble name tag. This is the only time during the show you're going to be able to read it. So enjoy it. And with that, we've got a great group of contestants. Let's bring them on.
Yep, our first comic is a regular all around the Bay Area. You may have seen him at Sketchfest or recently taking first place in the Best Hair category at the Made Up Awards ceremony I hold in my basement. They're called the Phillies. It's not a big deal. But please welcome Andrew Holmgren.
Hello, thanks for having me. And I washed and conditioned for this. So
that was actually going to be my question: is what is your hair secret? What is it? Run in the family? Or are you just huge testosterone guy? What do you do?
I use whatever's at the shower that I'm at. I'm at my girlfriend's parents' house, and they had two different coconut milk shampoos and conditioners. That's my girlfriend.
Hey, what's up, Andrew's girlfriend? Incredible job. Also, incredible job with the lens flare. Really adds a dramatic effect.
Yeah, it's Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, the chat loves it. They say "fuck yeah" to coconut. They're loving that.
Yeah.
Next up, an international comic, started in London, worked out of the Bay for years, and now has uploaded her consciousness into the internet. She runs the Interruption Show, along with being one of the most in-demand and underrated rappers of the past decade. Please welcome Dalia Malek.
Thank you. I'm not a rapper. Never been a rapper. Never will be a rapper. Thank you so much.
Agree to disagree.
I've got some Fruit Loops.
Man, listen to that flow.
That's not flow. That's just a thing I said.
You can't be stopped.
All right, Dalia, there were a lot of high points, but for you, what was your favorite moment of 2020?
I mean, it's just getting better every day.
I mean, you got Fruit Loops.
Yeah, I gotta say it was when I found the blue one. Did you know they're blue? They make them in blue.
I did not, but as somebody who grew up in San Jose, Sharks color Fruit Loops get me going.
Soon to be gone from San Jose.
Yeah, probably. Nothing good lasts forever. That's what I've learned. Relevant expert here says that's exactly what a rapper would say. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Dalia, for joining.
Common misconception.
All right. Another comedian joining us tonight, all the way from Sacramento, has her own Twitch show called Animal Gossing on the Stab Comedy Channel, where I think they talk about Mark Paul Gosselaar's obsession with animal porn, something. I don't know. I was drunk when I was watching it. But please welcome Becky Lynn.
Hi, that's me.
Hey, Becky, how's it going?
Oh, really good. Great, actually.
You have two-door choice behind you. I like it. I think
I have my doors.
You can leave quickly if needed. That's awesome. So my question for you is, who was your favorite Saved by the Bell character?
Oh.
That hit deep.
I thought they were all trash. If I'm being honest.
That is the correct answer. You're right.
They were all
Even
trash.
Mr. Belding?
Yeah.
Even Miss Bliss?
All of them.
Our final
thanks for joining
comic
us.
tonight is our only return guest. He started in the Bay, but his spirit's always been in the city that does too much cocaine. Roseanne Barr once said, I know two things. One is that this comedian is incredibly funny, and the second is that QAnon is real. Welcome, Joe Gorman.
What's up, dude? And yeah, I got to remove that Roseanne credit from my webpage. Yikes. Oops. I forgot. She's a Nazi now. What can you do? What's up, man?
Welcome, Joe Gorman. You were in New York City from the Bay. What is the best burrito in New York City?
Damn, dude. There's, you know what sucks is like the best burrito is this place called El Toro, and it's just like a generic fucking taco place, and it's not even great. It's okay, and that's like the only thing New York can't do is good Mexican food. It has good everything else, but the Mexican food here is trash. It sucks, dude. It's the only thing that sucks about New York.
I mean, I love hearing that there is one negative thing about New York. Also, as somebody from the Bay Area, I love knowing that our Mexican food will always be better. That warms my heart.
I've heard they have good apples there.
Yeah, big ones, dude.
Well, welcome, Joe Gorman. That is enough blabbering. Let's play some games.
Finally.
All right, our main game here is Punched Up, where comics write punchlines to classic Joe setups that are provided by us. But before we can play that game, we need to give our comics some time to write out those punchlines. So in order to do that, we'll play some warm-up games with two of the comics, while the other two go into the Blabbermouth bubble to write their punchlines. So Becky and Dalia, we're going to send you into the bubble first. Remember, you'll be writing one punchline to each of the four setups that have been provided to you by our writing staff and intern, former Bears quarterback Mitch Trubisky. And let's see. So, Becky, here are your setups. You'll be adding punchlines to the following. When I was a kid, we didn't have Animal Crossing. We had ellipses. Have you ever tried HGTVing? That's when you, ellipses. A Waffle House is releasing a bacon-infused beer, which explains why, ellipses. And finally, a German court official declared that techno is music. As a result, ellipses. How are you feeling about those? You excited for those, Becky?
Yeah, I'm feeling something.
That's probably the alcohol kicking in, but that's good. Okay, so...
All right, Dalia, you will be writing punchlines for the following setups. 1, I want to open a store that only sells PlayStation 5s and call it ellipses. Number 2, high school for me was like Harry Styles, ellipses. Number 3, a goalkeeper faked an injury but was attacked by a colony of ants while he was down on the ground. Out of habit, ellipses. And finally, a school in France asked parents to stop throwing their late students over a closed gate. If they don't stop, ellipses. Do you think you can work with that?
Absolutely.
All right, into the bubble they go.
Whoa.
While they're trying...
Glass.
Yeah, no, that is real JPEG glass. While they were trying to write funny stuff in a bubble, we're going to start our own warm-up game with Andrew and Joe. We are playing wrong answers only. We will be showing them pictures from this past week and asking them questions about them and having them give us wrong answers only. Gentlemen, are you ready?
I've never been more ready in my entire life.
All right, Joe Gorman.
Greatly underprepared.
Oh my God.
Whose party is this?
Damn. Okay. Well, it's clearly like Roxanne Mobile or something like that. Partying like that. It looks like a fucking. Damn. It's gasoline, but they're also consuming gasoline and vomiting gasoline. So it's clearly like they're obviously the political elite of the gasoline people that they can party that much. So we're looking at the Rothschilds of gasoline. So that's like what that is. That's like an eyes wide closed of the gasoline people, consuming gasoline, vomiting it out, and of itself consuming its own essence. So there it is.
Yeah, I got to take this in black and white and Photoshop Woody Allen's head over one of these.
Yeah.
From Queen of Blaze in the chat, Daft Punk's new album cover looks sick. All right, next up to Andrew. Who is this a mural of?
Well, considering it's on 665, it's like Satan's kid brother who's just disappointed his father, whoever Satan's dad is. I don't know, God. Yeah. Is that like a penis too? Come at the bottom there? It's like a...
That'd be incredible if your penis was exactly the same as your signature.
His penis is the wind.
All right, that is correct.
Blow me.
All right, Joe.
Oh, damn.
What a beautiful creature. This was caught on the runway. Who is she wearing?
Damn. Well, first off, that looks like the redesigned, that's the new mascot of America. The bald eagle's been replaced, and it's been replaced by the fierce bitch eagle, which is what that eagle is. And that's what America is right now. Hideous, but way too confident for its physical appearance. So yeah, I would say that's probably, it does look like it was designed by like Kanye West, where it's like, oh, this is very artistic. But you look at it more, it's like, this is some stupid, ugly shit, man. It's probably like way overpriced. That is a hideous bird. That's proof that birds came from dinosaurs right there. They're like, how the fuck could a bird be a dinosaur? And like, look at that ugly fucking thing. That's just right there. Birds are ugly, man. Like, yeah, there's like a peacock and a dove, which are beautiful, but most birds look like that. Just some like fucking just disgusting heads and gross scaly legs flying in defiance of God's will to have us all grounded and close to the earth that he loves. I hate it. I hate birds now that I think about it.
Well, the chat enjoyed it, but at no point did it answer the question, who is she wearing? So I'm going to say incorrect.
I said Kanye West, dude.
Oh, there you go. So I do want to point out Gabe Almazan in the chat. Thanks for joining us. You seem to be having a good time. Also, give us a follow. Listen, if somebody just wants to laugh all the time, I'm having a great time. Welcome, EK Reese. Joining late. Don't know what she walked into. Hey, Bert, good seeing you. All right. Next up, Andrew. What is the name of this Thanksgiving side dish?
Ooh, it looks like something my proctologist used on me the other day, actually.
Did he put googly eyes on it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could feel it googling around down there. Actually, he had to Google the answers.
What? No, I have more questions. Did he name it? Did he do a little Senior Wences with it before he went in?
No, but he said you're gonna feel a slight pinch, and I think that's what that beep was. I don't know. It just looks like something you'd have to serve turkey with this year because of COVID. You know, in lieu of hand washing, it's the turkey glove.
I don't want anything that's been in the mouth of a turkey glove.
Yeah, especially the giblets.
From the chat, Bert says Howie Mandel's turkey baster, and Pan says that is a Thanksgiving condom for all of those Thanksgiving dicks that are 5-pronged. All right, next up, Joe.
All right.
What is the name of this film?
Damn, dude. Well, clearly this film is the origin of the Macarena and how it started. How it was a cool old man in the middle of a school playground in an attempt to reconnect with the youth. He gave them dance moves to give them a better comprehension of state lines, and that's how it. So clearly, there's like some trial and error. Like this is the scene from like the montage where they're figuring out like all of the dance maneuvers, and it's like I'm almost onto it, and he has yet to figure out to put the hands on the hips and to make that gyrating motion to really sell it home. But that's the origin story, and it's called. I don't want to say "Hey Macarena" because that's obvious, but I don't know any other lyrics from that song that it could have been.
Do you know any other lyrics from that song?
Yeah, all of them. But also, this looks. The more I look at it, the more I think that this is the movie the British movie that Billy Madison stole its entire premise from.
I was going to say Billy Madison 2 Electric Boogaloo, and this is the scene where they learn about flat Earth.
This just makes me want to move back to England. If this guy can be fucking prime minister, I'd be fucking Brad Pitt over there. There's no doubt. Like,
you would smash.
Yeah.
Queen of Blaze says, that's Forrest Gump. I also enjoy that as well. The British Forrest Gump. All right. Let's bring Becky and Dalia out of the bubble. Dalia was making eye contact with us the entire time, which was terrifying. I was like, did she just write 4 jokes in 7 seconds?
I didn't mean to.
All right, how was your time in the
Done.
How was your time in the bubble, Dalia? Do you feel good about your jokes?
It was bubblicious.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Becky, how do you feel about your jokes?
Unfinished.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I'm gonna wing it.
But no, we gave you 4 and you only need to have 4 done. So it's going to be exciting to see what you come up with when we get down to the jokes. All right.
Yep. So, Andrew, we're going to send your setups now. You'll be adding punchlines to the following setups. You've got, I like my sex like I like my Airbnbs, ellipses. And 2, my nickname is HBO Max because... Number 3, a wife blew thousands of dollars on vet bills after her husband blamed his farts on the dog. It makes sense when you realize, ellipses. And 4th, a man accidentally caught his wife on Google Maps canoodling with another man. But it's all a misunderstanding, ellipses. You ready for that, Andrew? This is your first time in the bubble. Are you going to be ready for this?
I'm a little nervous to go in the bubble, but I'm okay with the premises.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just hold your breath. It's not that long.
Yeah. Joe's a good man.
All right, Joe, here are your setups. You will be adding punchlines too. Number 1, my doctor said I have a bad case of the People's Choice Awards because, ellipses. Number 2, you ever notice how the crown is just a fancy version of, ellipses. Number 3, a Japanese city is using motion sensing robot wolves to scare bears away, which is much better than the original plan, ellipses. And number 4, a SpaceX rocket is on its way to the International Space Station with 4 astronauts on board. Say what you want about ellipses. Is that enough fuel for the Joe Gorman rocket?
Red, I'm afraid you poured a little gasoline on this rocket. So I say strap the fuck in and let's see some magic unfold.
All right, into the bubble they go. While we play, again with Becky and Dalia, Explain This. Explain This. I have gone over both Becky and Dalia's social media in search of things that need explanation, extrapolation, or just a good time. And here we go. We're about to get into it. First up, what the fuck is it with avocados, Becky? This is very simple. How do you hate avocados? It's California.
I think that they're repulsive. I don't understand it. I don't understand why. It's creamy, it's fatty, it's got a weird texture, it tastes green. I'm not into it. Everything that other people love about it, I despise.
Listen, here's my argument for avocados. They're creamy, they're fatty, they have a great texture. It's really unique. It really occurs to me. I don't understand how you could dislike it and then dislike them so much that you would say like, no, this is my whole personality. This needs to be my Twitter bio. It's the number one thing people need to know about me.
I think it just like sets it up so that people know whether they can get past it or not. Because what I hate to do is get into a friendship with somebody and then we're out at brunch and they find out I don't like avocados. They're like, I can never look at you the same. So I'm just like, let everybody know. It was my Tinder description for a very long time when I was single. Like, I just want to get it out of the way.
It's like how Joe used to always wear that t-shirt that said, I do not have cocaine. I used it. You got to know if that's enough. All right. Next up, Dalia, this is your first ever picture on Instagram. Your first post, October 12th, 2012, 422 weeks ago. It says, this is a stick made of cheddar and wrapped in pepperoni. It was my lunch, exclamation point. What about this stick made you think this has to be my first Instagram post? I'm breaking into it now. This is where I'm getting into this app.
Oh my God. I forgot I did this, but this is when I still lived in London and I had even less money than I do now. And so I thought it would be funny to be like one of those foodie accounts, but with like poor stuff. So I'd be like, here's a glass of water that I made at home today, or that one. It didn't last very long. It was maybe like 7 posts or something. And then I was like, I also was trying to be anonymous for a while, so it was just like pictures.
Oh, it was a different username. It was like,
I think so. I don't remember. Or I was just trying to be like low key, and now I'm just a big ham, and it's my face every post. So things have changed.
My favorite thing about this actually is that what is in focus is the table.
I couldn't afford a good camera.
I'm just impressed anything's in focus. Yeah. One thing, Queen of Blaze mentioned this in the chat. I'm nostalgic for those old Instagram filters. I do this. I pull one of these up at least once a week, and they always have the old Polaroid Instagram filters. And I'm like, I do miss those. All right, Becky, this is from your Twitter account. Oh, that's Becky. Just a friendly reminder, wipe down your cell phone and work phone with a Clorox wipe today. You're breaking out. I'm trying to help. That was from 2018. If we had all just listened to Becky 2 years ago, we wouldn't be in this mess. Clorox wipes. Help us out. What did you know that you weren't telling us, Becky?
You know what it was? Is I was a receptionist for a really long time, and it wasn't until I started breaking out like along my chin line that I saw that a bunch of other people had it too, and I was like, "Oh, this is gross." But people don't know that this is what's causing the problem. I'm just trying to save people's skin. You know,
this is why
that's
I don't
really
answer
my phone.
About. All right. Next up, Dalia. From your account at Dalia, if in 2008, the year of Barack Obama and 808s and heartbreak, you had told me that in 2019, Donald Trump would be president and Kanye West would be making Christian rap, I would have walked into the ocean without stopping. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see his last album coming. I did like it very much, but I could not have possibly foreseen where this world was going in that year.
Will you be voting for him in 2024?
Absolutely. Wait, you're talking about Kanye, right?
No, Donald Trump.
Oh, no, I meant Kanye. I'm going to write in Kanye.
He'll get enough votes. I can feel it. All right, Becky, this is your first selfie on Instagram that's just you. It was from 417 weeks ago. You're holding an entire bottle of half-drunk Arbor Mist. It's just you with an open bottle. My question for you is, how bad was that hangover?
Not that bad. What year did I post that?
2012.
Oh, I was 22. It wasn't bad. I worked at McDonald's at that time. I'm pretty sure I walked it off on the way to work.
Incredible.
Wow, I wish I still had that jacket.
Yeah, let us know.
But I'll never drink Arbor Mist again.
Dude, I like that jacket. Orange colors. It's fall. I'm feeling it. Fits with our background. Also, let us know in the chat what's the most Arbor Mist or Mad Dog 2020 you've drank in one setting. I feel like they're spiritual cousins. There's only two genders, Arbor Mist and Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my God, Mad Dog 2020. Wow. Memories.
Yeah, I don't have them either, thanks to Mad Dog 2020. All right, next up. Why are white people like this from Dalia? And my question is, what is wrong with this very wholesome photo of a very nice family enjoying the holidays? Do you hate family values? Do you hate traditional fall decoration?
I hate pumpkins. I hate the flavor of pumpkins. I hate the sight of pumpkins. I hate the way they feel against my bare skin.
I mean, it feels that way initially, but I feel like you just didn't let it, break in.
I don't know how many opportunities I get to have pumpkin against my bare skin. Does that happen a lot?
I think we have time for one more. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there we go. This is your first selfie, Dalia, on Instagram 347 weeks ago, 2014. Do you stand by this best man or cartoon Michael Jackson outfit?
That was in Egypt at an actual Halloween party. So I feel like I kind of do look like Michael Jackson, like after he became more white. And I had like nothing to work with. So that was supposed to be my costume.
What was the reference photo?
I have no idea. What year was this from?
2014.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
All right, perfect. And let's bring Andrew and Joe out of the bubble. Andrew, how did you feel about your jokes?
I feel, I feel all right. I suppose it's good to be out of the bubble. I almost ran out of air. So.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had just two men with mustaches in the bubble. I wasn't sure it would handle that much testosterone.
Yeah, we almost kissed.
Joe, confirm or deny?
Yeah, man. Like, look, how do you think Michelangelo felt when he completed the Sistine Chapel? Fuck. I do have to say, I listened to a little bit of the conversation, and Phil said, like, how often do you get to have pumpkin against your skin? Like, have you never made a jack-o'-lantern, dude? That's all feeling pumpkin against your skin right there. And you get a lifetime of memories of carving a pumpkin with your family.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong right there. I don't carve pumpkins with my family. I ignore them.
Damn. Bill's a badass.
Yeah. That's it. I live in the pumpkin capital of the world, too. So,
That's true. Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay. That's it.
Oh, I shouldn't dox you like that. So now they know where you live.
All right. All 4 comics have written their punchlines, so let's see who's got the best ones and play Punched Up. That is right. Each comic has written 4 punchlines to the Blabbermouth writing staff's bad setups, and now they will go head to head, and you will vote for the best one. That's how it's going to go. Let's get into it. We are starting with round 1. Are we? No.
No.
Not sure what happened there.
I think the standings are 0-0.
Yeah, now I'm backing up to the beginning of this. And almost. There we go. Round 1, classic jokes. Much like all of our jokes are like a VHS tape. You just have to rewind back to the beginning, or somebody's going to be cranky about it.
Also say our writing staff is also hold the comedic stylings of Blabbermouth. Our writing staff at Blabbermouth holds the comedic stylings in very high regard of catchphrases. So to honor those catchphrases, such as "you might be a redneck" or "hamburger," our staff has given each of the comics their own court-appointed catchphrase of their very own. So we ask the comics to lean in on those and perform them to the fullest after saying their punchlines.
All right, round 1 is Joe versus Becky. Joe, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Joe, what were you telling me about your doctor?
Dude, my doctor said I have a bad case of the People's Choice Awards because it's consisting of diseases that only young people know about, and my lack of knowledge of them makes me feel old and out of touch. I'm dying.
Is that your catchphrase?
No, it's USA, USA, which is actually a very powerful statement about the American healthcare system. I'm not unlike Walter White, where I don't have the finances to treat my medical needs.
All right. Well, I look forward to your inevitable cable show. Andrew.
Thank you.
What was your childhood like?
When I was a kid. Oh, wait, did you say
Sorry, no,
Andrew?
I said Andrew. That's my bad. It's Becky. It's Becky's turn. My bad. Becky. What was
sounds
your
a lot like
childhood
Becky.
like?
When I was a kid, we didn't have Animal Crossing. We had real pets and chores. And for that reason, I'm in.
All right.
Okay, so now those punchline battles will be voted on by you, our live audience here on Twitch. If you're watching us live on Twitch, you do need to be logged in to put your votes in on your Twitch account. So once you're logged in, all you have to do is type in the number 1 for Joe or 2 for Becky in the chat for whichever comedian deserved or bought your vote. So vote now. 1 for Joe, 2 for Becky. Get those votes in.
Also, Enlighten says the catchphrase got me. You got to lean on the catchphrase. It's very helpful. Also, if you are a subscriber, your votes count for 3 times as much as somebody who is not a subscriber.
That's voter fraud.
Again, Blabbermouth is not about fairness. We're all about corruption, brigading, bringing your friends in, using a dead person's account. These are all valid tactics. Ooh, we got a very close one. Whoa, I've never seen a swing this big in the entirety of Blabbermouth. This is going wild. Let's see. Poll watchers? Yeah, we have people watch people stealing the poll. The only reason we have poll watchers is so there's more people to bribe.
Nate Silver's going to lose his job over this one.
All right, I think I am going to call that. Incredible comeback by Becky. Well done, Becky. You've won the first round.
Yay.
All right, moving on to the next round. We have Dalia versus Andrew. Dalia, what was that store you wanted to open?
I want to open a store that only sells PlayStation 5s and call it 600% above MSRP will console you. Console you. Are we best friends yet?
I really enjoy that catchphrase. All right, next up we have Andrew. Andrew, how do you like your sex?
Well, I got to tell you guys, I like my sex like I like my Airbnbs. My parents used my childhood room for it. But I got to ask, is that your final laughter?
Incredible, bringing in the glasses to emphasize the catchphrase.
I can't even see with these. These aren't mine.
All right, so vote now in the chat. 1 for Dalia's. I want to open a store that only sells PlayStation 5s. Or 2 for Andrew's. I like my sex like my Airbnbs. 1 for Dalia, 2 for Andrew. Get those votes in.
Man.
This one's a nail biter.
Oh man, the swings are crazy.
Whoa.
Damn, this is like another certain election.
Let's see.
That was also very close.
All right, no ties. We are not European soccer. I will not abide ties. All right.
I'm gonna
Andrew
vote for myself.
wins that one. Very close,
Damn it, too
52.6%.
This is the greatest night of my life.
We encourage, for sure.
And remember, if you are a contestant, it's important to vote for yourself, otherwise you might get defeated.
Oh, I should do that.
All right. So number 3, I believe we have Becky versus Dalia. So Becky, what were you telling me about HGTVing?
Have you ever tried HGTVing? That's when you quit your service job to pursue an artisanal oat milk business, buy a $750,000 home, and then foreclose on the mortgage immediately. And for that reason, I'm in.
Yeah, I was just assumed HGTVing was having a twin and making that your personality. All right, Dalia, what was high school like for you?
High school for me was like Harry Styles, compromising to my manhood in a way that would later be embraced by middle-aged women in the 2020s. Are we best friends yet?
All right, get your votes in now. 1 for Becky's, have you ever tried HGVing? Or 2 for Dalia's, high school for me was like Harry Styles.
Relevant expert here says, preach girl. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
I think that's exactly how he intended it.
Preach girl. How would you say preach girl, Andrew Holmes?
Preach, girl.
Yeah, I think we're pretty close.
I'm always saying that.
I feel like we're capturing the spirit. Let's see. I feel like Joe with no opportunity to hand out punchlines is getting shifty over there.
Oh no, I tried to make my submission, but because my number was the same as the number I submitted less than 30 seconds ago, my vote doesn't count, so I'm a victim of voter fraud. Which is trying to silence my vote.
You can't voter fraud yourself, Joe.
Let me vote for Becky before it's too late. I want to be on the winning team too.
All right, you have voted for Becky. I am counting it. 59.1%. Becky, you've pulled this one out. 2-0, still undefeated in head-to-head matchups. Something to watch going forward.
And Otis says in the chat, mustaches don't get to vote, Joe. So that's why.
Damn.
I'll be right back. I got to shave.
Right. Last head-to-head round in the first round, Andrew v. Joe, mustache v. mustache. Also a Supreme Court case. Look it up. All right. So Andrew, your nickname is HBO Max?
Yeah, it is actually. My nickname is HBO Max because people are always telling me to go now. You know, because HBO Go and
HBO Go, HBO now.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Listen, is that your final laughter?
Joe, what were you telling me about The Crown?
Yeah, well, have you ever noticed how The Crown is just a fancy version of Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Like, why should I care about these dumb rich people, and why the fuck hasn't a mob of people come in and beheaded everyone yet? Really? USA, 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 let's fucking destroy this fucking plutocracy, people. Yeah, dude.
All right, get your votes in now. 1 for Andrew's My Nickname's HBO Max because, or 2 for Joe's You Ever Notice How the Crown is just a fancy version of. 1 for Andrew, 2 for Joe. Joe's out to the big lead right from the start. He got his vote in for himself.
Got a lot of Patriots in the chat, like his closer.
Yeah.
Oh, big swings. Finally implementing the subscriber vote count has really changed everything. By the way, you can subscribe just by clicking subscribe, or if you have an Amazon Prime and you haven't used your subscription, you can do that for us. Enlightened says, am I the only one that thinks Joe looks like the love child of Gene Simmons and Nintendo's Mario?
Damn. I get Mario sometimes. You know what I've been getting a lot is Ron Jeremy. And it's like, damn, dude, that's like that dude's like an ugly rapist. And then I finally got around to watching his porns. He wasn't even like a serious porn actor. He was like a goofball in the porns too. So I was like, that sucks.
Joe, I feel like you'd be a goofball in the porns too.
Nah, I'd be serious. That'd be the one thing I would go in like 100% serious. Nah, I'd be goofy. It'd be too funny.
All right.
Like that he finally got around to his porn. You're like, I've seen everything else. I'm down on the lower end spectrum of porn.
It was on my list. Quarantine's been pretty long.
Close. Too late. Trying to match it. Joe W. Gorman didn't quite get it in. Andrew, sneak this one out. 56.5%. Congratulations, Andrew,
Thank you
for your victory there. All right. So that brings an end to round 1 and classic joke monologues. And now we are moving on. Well, no, wait. I forgot. We have to do standings first, which is why that's there. Round 1 standings. Where do we stand, Phil?
Yep, it's a big divide, actually. And they're coming in tied for last place or second, however you want to do it, is both Dalia and Joe with 0 points. So.
Oh yeah, let's start our own fucking show. I've had it.
Let's get out of here.
Need this horseshit. This is demeaning to us and our talent. Tied for last place, tied for second. What is this nonsense? I've had it with this double.
It's rigged.
Yeah.
It's rigged because the other two are better, clearly. So coming in first place so far with 2 points each is Becky and Andrew.
But we did pack the courts.
Yeah, they're sweeping the rounds.
All right, that is not the end of this competition. Now it is time for a round that we like to call round 2. Monologue jokes. Let's get it going. First matchup is Becky v. Andrew. Becky, what were you saying about the Waffle House?
A Waffle House is releasing a bacon-infused beer, which explains why the strip club up the street offers a $2 breakfast sausage-infused vodka double shot. And for that reason, I'm in.
I'm mostly interested in the location of this waffle/vodka shot breakfast special, which would absolutely ruin my life. I'm down. I'm down to have it be game over for me.
I mean, it'd be a real game changer.
All right, Andrew, what were you saying about a wife?
Yeah, I just saw a story where a wife blew thousands of dollars on vet bills after her husband blamed his farts on the dog. All right, it's crazy, but it makes sense when you realize that their dog was Duke from the Bush's Baked Beans commercials. And it begs the question, is that your final laughter?
What commitment?
Also, R.I.P. to Duke. I think he just died.
Slowly turning to
There's
Carrot
been like
Top.
7 Dukes, apparently.
All right, vote now. 1 for Becky. A Waffle House is releasing a bacon-infused beer. Or 2 for Andrew. A wife blew $1,000 on vet bills. 1 for Becky. 2 for Andrew. Get your votes in the chat. I did see Enlightened asked if we named the turkey. We did. It's you can see him here on the
Other side.
other side. Yeah, that way.
He's over here.
Nope, that way. There you go. It's
He's got a name tag.
Yeah, a little nameplate. Mitch McGobble.
Becky, did you vote against yourself?
This was funny.
Let's see. All right, let's see. More votes? Any more votes?
Get those votes in.
I mostly like this part of the show because I like our theme song.
Yeah.
You
Clown
said this
Baby
was
12.
DJ Rio?
That's a new one. Good to see you.
Yeah, Donald J. Real, that is correct. My screen froze. What was the turkey's name? Mitch McGobble. Hopefully the screen is back now. Hopefully the audio never stopped. All right, calling this one, Andrew, 76.5%. Congratulations. You have bested Becky in a battle of jokes.
I couldn't have done it without the voters.
That is
Congratulations to my opponent.
Technically correct. Next up, we have Dalia versus Joe. Dalia, what were you saying about some soccer game?
A goalkeeper faked an injury but was attacked by a colony of ants while he was down on the ground. Out of habit, the English national team lost the World Cup. Are we best friends yet?
Okay, how do I not vote for that one? I don't know. Which ones?
Controversial.
For those in the chat who may not be aware, Phil is a British national. He was born in England. All right, Joe. What were you telling me about a Japanese city?
Yes. Well, actually, my grandmother is Japanese. And as such, a Japanese city is using motion sensing robot wolves to scare bears away. Can you believe that? And this is a much better than their original plan, which was attempting to bribe the bears with waifu pillows and soiled schoolgirl panties. It's part of Japanese culture. I can't help it, Red. I'm sorry. USA! USA! USA!
All right, get those votes in now. 1 for Dalia's goalkeeper faking an injury with her very anti-English movement, and then 2 for Joe's Japanese city is using motion sensing robot wolves to scare bears away.
Yeah, I am Japanese, so if you don't vote for me, my grandmother essentially came to this country for no reason. You're spitting in the face of everything she immigrated to this country for. So I want that to I want you to think about that when you cast your vote. But yeah,
I'm Egyptian and the English colonized my people. I want you guys to think about that when you vote for me.
Enough of this whole fucking thing. I'm talking about my thing. It's like, all right, we get it. You're more of an immigrant than I am. But, like, come on, dude. Just give me a fucking win. Great. Now I'm going to get excommunicated from my Japanese family for dishonoring them, saying like, oh, you think we like soiled schoolgirl panties and waifu pillows. You're out. I'm not going to be able to be buried in a Japanese cemetery now for a game show, and now I'm in last place. Still, this is great. Thanks a lot.
Actually,
well, I guess I got to go commit seppuku now, so that's great.
Dalia, I'm not sure. You might have missed it, but Phil's mom in the chat, who is an English national, voted for you. So
thank you so much.
But she did.
I love the English, but let's face it, they're bad at football.
She did follow it with a big pro Go England chant, so I don't know if she's what her.
Yeah, it's probably anti-USA chant by Joe Gorman that really swayed it.
I stand by that bit. That's a spectacular loss too. I like that. I have to learn a lesson. This will show.
All right, congratulations, Dalia. Next up, we have Andrew versus Dalia. Andrew, tell me about a man.
Yeah, I was reading about a guy, a man, if you will, and he accidentally caught his wife on Google Maps canoodling with another man. But it turns out it was just all a misunderstanding because they were just doing hand stuff. So, is that your final laughter, everybody? Come on.
All right. Heading back to Dalia. What were you saying about a school in France?
A school in France asked parents to stop throwing their late students over a closed gate. If they don't stop, their lives will continue being ruined by having late kids. You best friends yet?
All right, now you can vote. 1 for Andrew, a man accidentally caught his wife on Google Maps, or 2 for Dalia as a school in France asked parents to stop throwing their late students over a gate. 1 for Andrew, 2 for Dalia.
Enlightened says, reminds me of the paper bag guy from the Gong Show. That was Andrew. That was actually Andrew.
Yeah, you don't recognize me because I had a paper bag on.
Yeah. 100%. What is your shirt, and which of your grandmother's curtains was it made out of?
Oh, this is flowers, and it was actually made from your grandmother's curtains, the same shirt that you're wearing.
But she would not be this fucking blacklight friendly. Oh, we got a tight one, people. Let's get some more votes in.
And I'm winning. It's fine. You can end it.
I mean, we're gonna end it pretty soon.
Count the votes. Count the votes.
All right, 3, 2. Oh, we got one last one. 1. All right, Dalia has eked that one up 57.9%. Well done, Dalia. All right, final head-to-head competition of the second round. Becky versus Joe. All right, Becky. Tell me about a German court.
A German court officially declared that techno is music. As a result, some white folks finally possess something that resembles rhythm. And for that reason, I'm in.
Going against Joe. Joe, what were your thoughts on the SpaceX rocket?
No, Red, here's the crazy thing. There's a SpaceX rocket is on its way to the International Space Station with 4 astronauts on board. Now, say what you will about Elon Musk, but the man is clearly keeping up the proud American illusion of space travel. Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing. They knew Russia was too close to landing on it before we did. USA! USA!
Joe just dropping truth bombs.
Yeah. All right, so vote now. 1 for Becky's. A German court officially declared that techno is music, or 2 for Joe's SpaceX rocket is on its way to the International Space Station. 1 for Becky, 2 for Joe.
Welcome, Clown Baby 12 and Kirk H for coming out. Hey, I noticed. I didn't see you earlier. Welcome. Look. Man, it's super fun seeing the subscribers vote. It's just like it tilts everything. So dramatic. This is a close one. Becky v. Joe. This could decide everything. Guys, this is going to have a huge impact on the final standings. Let's see some votes. Joe W. Gorman is voting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Becky is voting. Are you for or against voter fraud? If you're against, you can't vote for either because they're both backing themselves. This is a close one. Anybody else? Get them back in. 5 seconds. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that is it. Joe has eked that one out, 52.4%. Well done, Joe.
Oh my God! Finally, a win for the white guy. Yikes!
Natasha Musa, second too slow, just desperately trying to get Joe out of there.
Yeah, nice try trying to silence my voice, Natasha. Better luck next time.
Hi, Natasha.
Sorry, Chief.
Dudes rock.
Sorry you couldn't crush my dreams, Natasha. Tough shit.
All right, it's the end of round.
Go raise your kids.
It's the end of round 2. Let's get some standings.
That's right. Coming in last place, much like the U.S. soccer team, Dalia, is 1 point for Joe. That's who's got it.
Doggy.
Tied with 2 points each. For second place is Becky and Dalia with 2 points each. And then coming in first place so far is Andrew with 3 points.
I guess I'm the bad guy. I guess I'm just bad at comedy, man. I guess people just hate me. They hate me because I'm ugly.
It proves people love prop comedy. That's what.
Yeah, it's to answer Queen of Blaze. It is marijuana.
What
we
strain?
do a vote of
It's Blue Dream.
whose mustache everyone likes the most.
Yes, I would like to see. You know what? I've never done this before. I'm gonna put this up right now. Well, actually, I can do this pretty quickly if I go. All right, we're gonna solve this, everybody. Right now, best mustache, Andrew versus Joe. I want to see it in the chat. 1 for Andrew, 2 for Joe. Who has the best mustache? I'm open to Andrew or Joe making their points about why they have the best mustache.
I think mine probably smells better.
Hey, wait, somebody said Dalia has my favorite mustache. Hang on. I want to participate. My Mario mustache.
I should have added more people. Unfortunately, this one is strictly Andrew versus Joe.
Damn it.
Oh man, this one, let's see if there's any last minute votes, but I feel like I've got to call this one. This is a landslide for Joe. Mustache supremacy.
All right.
My mustache is about an hour old at this point, so I'm fine with this.
Oh yeah, looks like some good finally came out of this whole quarantine.
Joe deserves self-esteem.
Yeah, the stash stays. Sorry, Mom.
All right, so we have one more round, one question that brings us to the end of this. It is a round we like to call
Round 5.
Final round. Thank you, Phil. What? Nope. Final round. That is correct. That is the one we actually have now that it is fixed here. All right, but before we can get into that, we need to get a prompt from the audience. So from the audience tonight, who is the corniest solo musical artist of all time? Who is the corniest solo musical artist of all time? Let me know in the chat. Natasha just said, "Oh no, I missed so much by talking to my kids." I can't tell if she's being serious or not.
She's always fucking up like
She's
that.
an enigma. That's why we love her.
We've got Kanye West, we've got John Mayer, Weird Al. And by the way, we're going to pick these by the one we like the most that is the fastest. There's not a lot of other criteria.
I will say Kanye West is performing with like 100-person choir, and John Mayer's in the Grateful Dead, which is also like 100 people.
Enigma. Enigma I like a lot. We've gotten 2 Weird Al's. I feel like we have to do Weird Al, Phil.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, the crowd is demanding it.
All right, so we're going to go with Weird Al. Thank you both. Wedhead and Enlightened was the first person to say it. Mm-hmm. Wedhead just backed that up. Lil Rel, damn, cold. Cold. All right, so let's see. We are now going into final round, and the prompt for all 4 of you is the hook of Weird Al's new Monday Night Football theme song. What is the hook of Weird Al's Monday Night Football theme song? We're going to go from last place to first. So if you've been doing well, make sure and have a backup in case somebody picks the exact same prompt as you. So what is the hook? You might be familiar with the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Weird Al's new. You might be familiar with Are You Ready for Some Football?
Mm-hmm.
A classic.
Yes.
But this one's by Weird Al. So what is that going to sound like? You guys have exactly 100 seconds starting now. You have 100 seconds. And while they're saying that, people in the crowd, if you are joining for the first time, follow us. Click the follow button so that you will be notified when we go on every other time. We are here every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. and we have our poker streams Friday at 9 p.m. That's comic poker night, potpourri for comics. They smell a lot better and they have less money. It works out for everybody involved.
I just Googled the Monday Night Football theme song, and there's so many lyrics.
There's so many lyrics.
It starts with, "I got ketchup on my blue jeans, I just burnt my hand."
You have about 60 seconds left to come
And
up
the song's called "All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over for Monday Night Football."
That is correct. That is the name of that song.
Oh, that's terrible.
Also, if you want to subscribe, keep in mind it will support the show. That's it. That's a big one. That'll let us do it. And also, it will give you more voting power. Do you like power or supporting good things? Those are both options that you can have by subscribing. We would appreciate it.
Yep.
But
If you have
especially
an Amazon... Oh, go ahead.
Nope, that's a good one. Go for it.
I was just say, if you have an Amazon Prime account, whether you know it or not, you can subscribe to our channel for free. It costs you nothing. You just make Jeff Bezos pay us money. So sign up, connect your Amazon Prime with your Twitch, and then you can click subscribe for free. It costs you nothing, and it helps out the show.
That is true. Queen of Blaze mentioned subscribe so Phil can get a webcam not from the 1800s. He's actually using a webcam from Alexander Graham Bell, from the first video call he did in the late 19th century. It's incredible.
He was gifted it at birth. Happy birthday, Phil.
Relevant expert here. Also, I want to point out we started a Discord. I'm going to post that in the chat, I think. Boom. You can join the Discord. Do you know who's in there? Not that many people, but you can submit images for wrong answers only. We included 2 of those this week. So go and check that out. And also you can submit headlines that we can use for the joke writing. All right. And with that, I think it's time to get our answers.
Yep. So we'll start from the last place. We'll start our way and work forward. So Joe, what's the hook you got for Weird Al's new Monday Night Football theme song?
Well, surprise, surprise. I have seen Weird Al not once, but twice in my life, at 13 and at 33. And I think if Weird Al wrote the Monday Night Football theme song, it would be a parody of TLC's Waterfalls. And the hook would say, "Don't go rebroadcasting football shows without expressed written from consenting NFL." And that's what he would do. I did a little sing-songy version, and it got a little laugh, and I think that's good enough. And yeah, I know that Weird Al did have a parody song of TLC's Waterfalls called Phony Calls, but I think this is a special occasion.
All right. So now we'll move on. Let's see. So it's Becky and Dalia. So I'll just go, Becky. What's the hook you got from Weird Al for Monday Night Football theme?
Hey, you guys, as someone that's not quite as creative as I'd like to be, I'm going to do like our president didn't do and respectfully concede. I can't.
All right. So we'll move on to Dalia. Dalia, what's your Weird Al's Monday Night Football theme?
You are muted.
Sorry about that. I thought I was going to sneeze earlier. If he was going to do a parody, it would be to Hanson's Mbop. And it would go Mbop, ba dooba da ba doo bop, ba dooba da ba doo bop. Football's on Monday. That's how it goes.
All right. So then lastly, we'll go to Andrew. Andrew, what's your Weird Al's Monday Night Football theme song?
Well, I think we can all agree that Mr. Weird Al Yankovic is a master, probably the greatest parody artist of all time. But in this instance, he really phoned it in because he didn't really care about the being a corporate sellout. So his hook is just, "Aren't you not ready for not football? It's Tuesday night."
All right. So now you, the audience, get to determine who won this round. It's 1 for Becky, 2 for Dalia, 3 for Andrew, and 4 for Joe.
All right. And
The song is so good.
Oh, this song's so good. This version has the bass in it too, which I really love. I feel like it adds a whole nother level.
I find myself dancing to it when it's not playing still.
Yeah, that's what Red and I walk around to every day. Let's get those votes in.
Heavy voting coming in for Joe. Let's see, who do I want?
Wait for the military vote, though.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, these are all just preliminary until we get the full ballots. It'll probably be about 10 days before we know who won this game.
You're just lurking in the chat. This is your chance to vote.
All right, last chance. You got about 10 seconds left to vote between Joe, Dalia, Andrew, and Becky. All right. And that is it. Joe wins that one with 40%. Well done with his pitch perfect Weird Al parody.
I'm back, baby.
You really accordioned in this game.
All right. So, Phil, who is, let's see, our winner? What are our final standings? There you go.
Our final standing night was 3 tied for second place. Joe, Becky, and Dalia all tied with 2 points. And coming in first, our blabbermouth of the night is Andrew with 3 points.
Well done, Andrew.
I really eked this one out. I want to thank the voters and my opponents.
All right, that is it for this week. Congratulations, Andrew. But Becky, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at that's Becky. OHTHATS, like, oh, that's Becky. And also that'sbecky.com.
Perfect. Dalia, where can people find you?
I'm Dalia on Twitter, Dalia Malek on Instagram, and I have a Twitch show called Interruption Show.
Yeah, which is very good. Check that out on Twitch. It's in our suggested streamers if you scroll down a little bit. All right, Andrew, where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter and Pornhub at Andrew_Holmgren, HOLMGREN. I'm the only one who didn't get their name spelled fully in the thing, so that's
Your fault for having a long name, man.
well, it's your fault for being from fucking England. How about that? But yeah, that's where.
And where can people find you, Joe?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Joe W. Gorman. And my podcast is called The Loud Boys. It's on iTunes and Spotify and wherever you want to hear truth.
All right. I think that is about it. Phil, do you have anything else?
Yeah, just say make sure if you haven't hit subscribe yet. I don't think anyone's subscribed yet to this show. So if you're out there and you're just watching it at a good time, it doesn't cost you anything. Hit the subscribe button. It'll help Red and I sleep at night. But follow us at least. And then also probably just update. We're not doing this show Friday. So
Friday.
we should probably...
This,
no poker this week.
Yeah, this Friday I will actually be in New York City, and
Oh, let's hang out, Red.
let's not. You terrify me.
Probably not.
All right, we're gonna send you a frequent guest and friend of the show, Max Eddy, is doing Jackbox games, so we're gonna go and raid him. Thank you again to Joe W. Gorman. Thank you to Andrew Holmgren, aka Homie, as he likes to be preferred. Thank you to Dalia Malek. And thank you to Becky Lynn, and congratulations to Andrew. I've been Red Scott.
I'm Phil Griffiths. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
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 All right.
Is that your...